Welcome to MLB 16 The Show. Today I will be going over some tips and tricks for Conquest. So let's hop into Conquest now. As you can see as I'm loading up here, that I have conquered every single territory and stronghold in Conquest except for this little one down here. For some reason when I try to attack that, it comes up with a server error, but anyways, that is not important. Let's get to the real brass tacks on Conquest. So, when you're first starting out, you start with this territory here, this stronghold, and you get 5 million fans to disperse. I really don't think it matters how you disperse them. I would probably try to attack either this stronghold here to the upper right or this stronghold down here to the left first. What I noticed as I started to play more and more Conquest was a lot of the teams on the East Coast and the West Coast start snatching up all these strongholds pretty quickly just because how packed together they are. So once another team conquers a stronghold here, they will control that. So you'll have, like, say the Athletics here. If they conquer this stronghold and this stronghold, these teams won't be here anymore. These will turn into the Athletics. So what I figured out is if you then take over the original Athletics stronghold, it neutralizes the other strongholds that team has taken over. So what you want to do later in the mode is go after the original strongholds for teams that have taken over a bunch of strongholds, because that'll neutralize all their other strongholds and help you spread your team around the map a lot easier. Also, what I started doing towards the end is I just started putting all of my fans into one spot and taking over as many territories as possible, because during the capture phase you actually get more fans based on the amount of territories that you own. So the more territories you own, the more fans you're going to get to disperse. And towards the beginning of the mode, I did play a lot of the games manually, and I did do it on some of the lower difficulties like Veteran, just to build up my dynasty here. But once you get closer to the end and start building up more and more fans, what you'll do is just start simulating games, and that's going to be the easiest way for you to conquer all these strongholds. So those are kind of my gameplay tips for the mode. Now I'm going to go into like a second part here, and it's about the rewards that you get from the mode. So let's go into missions here. And that's one of the things that I love about this year's game, is all the missions that you have and all the players that you can get. So if we go over to Conquer and Command here, you can see some of the rewards from the mode. I'll just go through all of them first. First we have the Orioles. We got 87 overall Manny Machado rookie card, pretty nice card. Then we got Brett Saberhagen for the Red Sox, 86 overall. The Yankees is Jim Hunter, 86 overall, legend. Rays will be a rookie card, Will Myers, 85. Blue Jays, I don't really understand this one, but it's an 80 overall Joe Carter, and it appears to be him on the Indians. I thought it was a mistake at first, but I'm not sure. For the White Sox, it's an 86 overall Carlton Fisk. The Indians, it's a real nice Carlos Santana, 90 overall. That might even be his rookie card, I'm not sure. For the Tigers, it's an 86 overall Johnny Peralta. The Royals, it's an 86 overall Billy Butler. The Twins, it's Harmon Killebrew, the legend card for the Twins there. The Angels, it's 86 overall Irvin Santana. Athletics, it's 86 overall Josh Reddick. The Mariners, it's 84 84 overall Michael Pineda rookie card. The Astros, we got an 86 overall Jason Castro. The Rangers is a 87 overall Nelson Cruz flashback. Of course, these are all flashbacks. Jeff Francoeur, 88 overall for the Braves. The Marlins, we got an 86 overall Emilio Bonifacio. The Nationals, you have an 85 overall Adam LaRoche, which you can also get from doing the collections for the Nationals, so I don't really know why they would dupe that card there, but that's what it is for the Nationals. The Mets, you're going to have a 92 overall Billy Wagner. The Phillies will be an 89 overall Shane Victorino. The Cubs will be a rookie Starlin Castro. Real nice card there. Got great contact from both sides. Chin-Soo Choo, 87 overall for the Reds. And the Brewers here, as you can see, I already completed the gold mission, which was for an 87 overall John Axford. And now the diamond mission is for a 96 overall Prince Fielder. And I'll go over the best way to complete these missions after I go through all these cards. The Pirates is a 86 overall Zach Duke. Cardinals, I believe, was an 83 overall Alan Craig, and then the Diamond Mission is for a 93 Ozzie Smith legend. The Diamondbacks is for 89 overall Stephen Drew. The Rockies is legend Dante Bichette, 85. Dodgers, we have an 86 overall rookie James Loney. Padres, we got a flashback Matt Latos here, real nice card. I'm probably going to pick this one up. The Giants, we have a flashback Kung Fu Panda Pablo Sandoval, 89 overall, and that's it. So, as you can see, you don't get the players for just capturing the stronghold. You actually just unlock these missions, and these missions can be pretty tough. The gold missions, you have to play a certain amount of innings with players from that team. As you can see, for the Manny Machado, you'd have to play 1,150 innings with Orioles players. Now, the best way to do this is obviously to load up your lineup with as many Orioles players as possible, or from any team, and just start grinding away, head-to-head games or offline games, whatever you prefer. You could probably get through head-to-head games a lot quicker, depending on who you play, or if you just want to go at your own pace and play games against the CPU, that could be real easy to get these players and then move online. So you have to get a really good team before you move online. And then, as you notice down here with the Brewers and Cardinals, after you complete this gold mission, you get a diamond mission for some really ridiculous players. And the Brewers here, I'm going after this 96 overall Prince Fielder who has ridiculous power. And to get these diamond players, you have to feed players from that team to your dynasty player. Now, for the Brewers, I kind of messed around with it a little bit to try and figure out what's the best way to get the percentage up on these missions. And I've noticed that when I fed like every Brewers player I have, I even fed Ryan Braun because my team, I don't need him on my team right now, and I really want this Prince Fielder. And I noticed when I fed Ryan Braun, the percentage went up about 6%. So you get like 6% for a gold player. This is just the Brewers. I'm not sure what it is on other teams. When I fed common players, it didn't go up that much. I figured it would probably take 450 common players to get to 100% on the Brewers here. The bronze players put the overall up about 1%, and silver players put it up about 2 or 3%. So the best way to get this is probably to feed bronze and silver players, because Ryan Braun does go for a little bit, and I think you could probably knock out this mission with around 30 to 35k in stubs, which is pretty good for a 96 overall Prince Fielder flashback. I'm not sure what some of the diamond players are for these other teams, but if you go into your collections and look at some of the flashbacks for this team, I'm sure you could figure it out. I will be trying to get some of these. As you can see, I'm grinding out some of these right now. Also, another thing about the innings, say you have a team full of Indians, your whole starting lineup is Indians, a 9-inning game will actually get you 81 innings towards these missions, because it's 9 innings for every player, so you get 81 innings total, and that's a real easy way to grind out some of these. If you notice, some of these smaller ones here, like for this Will Myers, only requires 850 innings, so you could probably knock that out in 10 to 15 games if you had an entire Rays lineup. So those are some of my tips and tricks for Conquest. I might restart Conquest mode just so I can show you guys a little more in depth of what I did and how I conquered all the territories and strongholds. We'll see. I really liked playing that mode. It was a lot of fun, and judging by some of the rewards that you can get, I think it's a great way to start out Diamond Dynasty this year and build your team before you go online. One thing I also noticed, I'll just kind of talk about Battle Royale a little bit, is I've played Battle Royale a couple times, and I've noticed that your opponents are either substantially better than you or substantially worse than you, because there's no matchup ratings like there is on head-to-head. It can pair you against anybody else playing the mode, whereas in head-to-head you have a rating and it'll match you up based on your rating to players who are more similar to you, and Battle Royale does not have that, so it's kind of like rolling the dice sometimes when you go online. I do like the draft though. It's really fun to draft your team. As you can see, my current team here, I got rookie Mike Aviles, Mookie Betts, Reggie Stocker, Paul Konerko. It's a really good team, and if you guys don't know who Reggie Stocker is, this actually throws back to MLB The Show 06 or 07, where Barry Bonds was not in the Players Association, so they created this guy Reggie Stocker to replace him. So it's basically a Barry Bonds card, and as you can see, it's absolutely filthy. I gotta find out how you get this guy in the Diamond Dynasty, but he'd be nasty to have on my team. But I think that's all for now. I might stick on the stream here for a little bit and play some head-to-head games. But yeah, if you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure to leave any comments if you need some help in Conquest mode or completing missions. I will have more tips to come. Thanks.